What's up, YouTube? Counterpunch boxing. Okay, check it out. This is one of those like unplanned videos. I mean, actually, I was like, let me get on YouTube, read a couple of comments, and I got to run out the door. It's 7:31 a.m. here, and I got to be somewhere at like 8:30. So I'm walking out the door. I'm about to walk out the door, and I'm thinking about the Canelo Golovkin fight. And man, I'm telling you, I can't get it off my mind. All the weird things that are happening. All the unusual moves that both teams are making. Golovkin looking a little bit out of shape. Canelo finally stepping up to the plate. All these things I'm thinking about, and then boom, I read this comment, and basically this guy right here, he put it into perspective. If you go back and watch my last, I don't know, 10 videos, okay, you'll pretty much hear me say all of this, but he kind of wrapped it up into one neat little package, okay? So let me read you his comment and you tell me what you think. And I've never done this, but I like the comment so much that I wanted to share it with you guys. And it's long, and there are some grammar errors, so I'll try to, I don't know, uh, fill in the blanks for the guy. But okay, let me get to it. Okay, he says, sorry, I love Triple G, but the more I think about the facts, I believe the fight is fixed. Okay, now I kind of thought that too. Let me explain. There's a lot of reason. Let's start with Canelo vacating, then saying it was because of court. Remember, he's in court from his old promotional company, and there he's got to pay like $8 million. Okay, but then he says, but it didn't stop him from fighting Amir Khan. Also saying the WBC was forcing him to fight like mandatories are new to boxing. For those two excuses, it was obvious he knew he wouldn't beat Gennady Golovkin. So he's, basically saying, why can he fight those other guys but not Golovkin? Like he's ducking them, okay? So what changed in a year? Do people really believe 1 year and 3 cherries was the answer for his confidence, right? Remember, they're acclamation fights. He's got to build up confidence in the middleweight division. And then he says, and balls that now Gennady Golovkin is getting guaranteed knocked out, and there's a lot of ways to beat him. Come on, can someone tell me why Canelo vacates? Looks like the biggest woman in boxing, and yet Gennady Golovkin still pursues him. Why wait, or why what for? That's, I don't understand that part. But then he says, okay, he doesn't have any belts. Is there honor in wanting to fight someone that doesn't want none? He's basically saying, if Canelo doesn't have any belts, why is Golovkin going after him, right? Well, money, we know that, okay. Um, then he says, so what is it? Maybe the realization that time is ticking and there's only one real retirement plan, only one payday. It's obvious now what he's after, but is he also after winning the fight? I don't know. Let's think a minute about it. Looks like the biggest, most important fight of his career, but it seems he's taking it lighter than usual. In the past, we have seen him super fit, even without a fight schedule, but now, a little over a month away, and what Gennady Golovkin looks like super soft gut, basically saying, the biggest fight of his career. And Golovkin, he's looking soft. I'm sorry, guys. Look, I just saw a video last night, and I'll share it with you guys later when I get home tonight. I've got some great pictures to show you guys and some updates. And he's looking soft. I'm telling you, he's looking soft. All right. He's looking older, and something's not right here, okay? It seems strange for a fight of your life, okay? And I agree with this guy, it's a little bit odd. It's a little bit odd, the biggest fight of your career, your life, right? And you're walking around with a gut. It just something's not right. And then, the bad attitude, like when the reporters come in to interview Golovkin, he's just pissed off, got a bad attitude. Like something's not right here. I'm telling you guys, okay? Um, and then, of course, Gennady Golovkin talking retirement after this fight. He says, what about the plan of undisputed? Is Gennady Golovkin scared of Saunders? Which, no, I don't think he is. I would guess no. Or does Gennady Golovkin know already it won't be possible after this fight? So let's think. If Golovkin beats the spoiled diva, he becomes arguably the best current name in boxing. He up and quits. Don't think so. Come on, at the least, he fights Billy Big Mouth or Monroe again for the legacy and rides off into the sunset, right? Then he says he does that at the very least, okay? Even though I would do more, and I'm sure he would also, but the fact is, we have heard Gennady Golovkin recently asked about Saunders, and it's like he has no concern about it, and it's true because whenever they ask Golovkin about Billy Joe Saunders, it's like he just really doesn't care. He's just like, oh, whatever, I don't care. But prior to the Canelo fight, that's all Golovkin could talk about. Give me my belts. Where's my belts? I want my belts. I mean, you guys really need to look at this and think about it, okay? You got a guy that branded his name on wanting all the belts. He got an opportunity to get all the belts, and then he didn't take it. He was on the sideline. Oscar De La Hoya said, you take the fight, there's no Canelo fight, okay? Then he gets into the Canelo fight. He looks out of shape, unmotivated, talks about retirement. I mean, come on, even if you're like me, one of the biggest Golovkin fans in the world, you got to look at the obvious, okay? I mean, you can't ignore it, okay? He goes on to say, no concern about it, like he was already forgotten about his supposed goal we've heard him talk about for all the time. And even Abel talking about like they have plans to move to super middleweight after Canelo seems weird, like they know something he meant to say like they know something we don't. Okay. Then he goes on to say, I mean, everyone except me doesn't know the guy. I like the comment, but he needs to work on his damn grammar. Shit. Okay. And what? Okay. Then he says, and what about the sanctioning bodies wanting to vacate the belts Canelo doesn't want if he wins? Wow. The first thing that popped in my head was they're doing Gennady Golovkin a favor because Gennady Golovkin taking a dive for a payday. He probably feels ashamed. So like me, he wouldn't want to show his face in the ring again, or maybe that's part of the Golden Boy contract to just disappear. Okay, it's a possibility. Look, now that's getting into like a conspiracy theory, like Gennady Golovkin's going to take a dive, but then he says, "What about the champion entering the ring first? Really? If they are sticking it to him with this kind of shit, then you can imagine what else he agreed to." Okay, he's basically saying, Gennady Golovkin is the champion. He should walk to the ring first, but this little fucking diva, demanded that he walked out there first. So, what did they do? Did they offer Golovkin like, a huge payday to what? Take a dive? Maybe they have a rematch clause, in place to make it appear like, they think Canelo's going to lose. Because, see, I'm wondering, why doesn't Gennady Golovkin have a fucking rematch clause? Now, to me, Canelo has a rematch clause. This is a possibility, okay? Because they want it to appear like, oh, well, we all know he's going to lose. Gennady Golovkin's going to knock him out, right? So, of course, they're going to protect him with a rematch clause. I mean, it basically just, it kind of shows their cards a little bit. Golden Boy, I'm talking about, okay? Now, let me just read the end of it. If they are going to humiliate him like that, don't expect him to lose by decision either. They are going to make him earn the percentage split, maybe with shots to that soft midsection until he squeals. I don't know. Maybe it's all in my head, and I'm taking this shit way too nutty. I pray that's the case. But if GGG don't win, he meant to say doesn't win. This dude really needs to work on his fucking grammar. Because I love the comment, but it's just hard as hell to read. Should win with all certainty. Let's just play. Please, Lord, don't let this sweet science be science fiction. Sincerely yours, Double GG. Okay. Love the comment, my man. Okay, and it's this dude here, TBM Live 30H. Work on your grammar, though. Work on your grammar, man. Proofread this shit and go back and make some corrections. But anyway, basically what the guy is trying to say, is what I've thought all along. I think it's odd that Canelo has a rematch clause, Gennady Golovkin doesn't. I think it's incredibly fucking odd that they're chasing belts and all of a sudden they don't give a shit about them. I mean, look, all you guys out there, I know you're out there, catch Nello in the comment section. Why? You're the biggest Gennady Golovkin fan out there. Tell me why. Why is it overnight, literally overnight, they don't give a shit about the belts? And then when you ask about the belts after the Canelo fight, now we're looking past Canelo, they still don't care about him. They're like, oh, we'll probably move up to, 168. Like they simply don't care about him. I mean, really, look, if you're a Gennady Golovkin, if you're a boxing fan, you need answers because there's just some weird shit going on here, and I can't explain it. So, and this is what I've been trying to tell you guys in all my videos. So look, I got to get out of here. Leave your comment below. What do you think?